Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
So currently we're looking at some pretty warm conditions out there. We've hit 80 degrees already, warmer than where we were yesterday at this hour. So I think we'll probably top it out at around 82 for a daytime high or so. We have a building cloud cover and the dew points. There's no other way to describe it. It has become humid outside. It is sticky. Not like dew points in the 70s like we get in the summer. No, not quite that. But certainly mid-60s, most people would say, you know what, I'm beginning to feel it, beginning to think that's a little too humid out there. And that will help support some scattered showers around today and probably tomorrow as well. South wind coming in now briskly at about 15, pumping that moisture up through the area. 78 Mayaca, Arcadia, 77 in Wauchula, coming in at 78 in Bradenton Parish, Lakewood Ranch at 77, 70 Longboat Key. As I mentioned, 80 in Sarasota, but Venice is at 76 and Inglewood at 77. Northport at 77. I'm not so sure about that 93 degrees. I would completely discount that. I think the computer had a problem there. Good news on the red tide front. We only have one reporting station where Mote Marine has sent out observers to actually in situ find out what the kind of irritants in the air actually are, whether people are coughing. This is live reporting from these stations, and only one of them is showing even just a slight little bit of irritants in the air, and that is pretty good compared to where we were a little while back. So can't complain about that. All of the south beaches are this morning not reporting any issues. Winds may shift a little southwest this afternoon as we start to see storm systems begin to develop in inland areas along a sea breeze front, which will form. Right now, things are pretty quiet across our area. Looks like we have one little shower that's just beginning to move now into interior sections of Charlotte County. Sea breeze beginning to form. It will move inland a pretty good distance, and both Hardy, DeSoto, and inland Charlotte will all see scattered showers forming along that sea breeze front. Coastline, I think, should remain relatively clear. That's number one issue in terms of rainfall. Number two, we have a line of showers back to the west. That's a frontal boundary and a little upper level system. This is the one where they could see some severe storms a little bit later on today. Watch boxes have been hoisted for the area around Louisiana Delta region. So we'll watch that area for the potential of severe weather. We are not yet included in that zone of possible severe weather, but I'm certainly going to be watching tomorrow morning early on as that line of showers begins to make its way on through. You can see the gathering clouds that'll be moving into our region later in the afternoon, most likely during the overnight. Double barrel areas of low pressure will kind of merge together to form one rather strong cold front sinking south. And then we will see this little piece of energy in advance of that front kind of rotate right through the area, producing this line of storms that moves on through. So we have three distinct things that we'll watch. The first one is the sea breeze showers this afternoon. The second one is that little impulse ahead of the cold front that'll produce potentially thunderstorms and maybe some stronger storms from about midnight tonight through about 5 a.m. And then the third one, the frontal boundary itself actually moving on through and finally clearing everything out on Thursday with just some scattered showers around. South wind at about 10 knots for the rest of the week. After we get through that Thursday frontal passage, looks great. Lower humidity, lower temperatures, lots of sun.